What's up, YouTube? It's okay, Dad. Alright, so I haven't decided that I wasn't gonna make videos anymore. I forgot that the ban list comes like every 3 months, and I started to go and gather these cards and stuff. And you know, I've been doing that work, and I've been putting decks together, and somebody on there mentioned, well, what if those cards get hit? I'm just like, oh yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh has a ban list. You know, so I was like, it's nothing. And then a few days ago, you get the OCG ban list, and like Mathematician is limited and all the other cards. And I'm just like, you know, I'm working on this really cool plant deck using, I have like 2 versions, the Sylvans and then like the plant princesses, you know, using Rose Lover and Rose Paladin, you know, in conjunction with Reinforcement of the Army and Mathematician. You know, you can set up some really nice plays, you know, with those group of cards. But if Mathematician gets hit, you know, it's like I have to retool the whole thing, and it's like, I picked a weird time to decide that I want to get active again in the game, because, you know, I go to locals, and, you know, I'm trying to pick up cards, and I'm like, you know, well, how much you want for that? And they're like, oh, well, the ban list is coming around, and I'm like, yeah. And so I don't know. So they look through my book, and they're like, you know, well, what do you want for that? And I'm just like looking around like, is this card good? Is it gonna be good? And you know, it occurs to me that I've been out of the game so long, I don't even really know what's good, what's gonna be good, what's coming up. And I recently learned about that number 95, that dark matter dragon, and you guys know I love hieratics. I was just like, oh my god, hieratics. So I put it together, and I was doing that work with a buddy of mine from back home, the WK. His name is Red Stardust 225,000 million something Dakota. But anyway, you know, he kept pooing on me, you know, because the deck is really strong. And I think my nephew, Made Capital G, had a video up with it too. Is, you know, the deck is just aggro as hell. But no, it wasn't Made Capital G. It was there's another YouTuber. It was Asian Eyes. Why did I? Because I'm thinking about something else that Made Capital G. But anyway, you know, against like Nikloth or Burning Abyss, you know, you can't push because they have endless floaters. They can stall you out and then punish you when you overextend, and that deck likes to put its cards on the board and push. And you know, the best way I found to run that deck, you know, is with prohibitions, but the prohibitions don't work against Burning Abyss because of the damn card, you know, Fire Lake. You know, between Fire Lake and then main deck traps and, you know, endless floaters, you just can't, you really can't do what the deck wants you to do. You know, you have to catch them off guard game 1. Then game 2 they wall up, and then game 3, you know, you know, you go second, and if they draw their outs, you know, you're just pretty much boned unless you can just power through it. You know, hit those prohibitions, and you know, if they don't get a Dante, then you prohibition Dante. But if against Burning Abyss, it's not going to matter because they can still Fire Lake it and then sit on endless floaters. And I think the problem with that deck is it needs a way to consistently clear cards without putting them in the graveyard, you know what I'm saying? Nikloth's not a problem because of prohibition, so you can always prohibit Valkyrius, I think that's his name. You know, I'm still learning this shit. But with Burning Abyss, I mean, they like Dante, they got like a random Burning Abyss monster, Dante, and then Downer stacked on top of it. You know, that's a lot to get through. And yes, all the monsters can run it over, but if they have something like a Graph or a Seer up under it, you know, the Graph's going to special, chump block some more, and then the if you don't have game, they'll grab their Fire Lake that's in the grave, or, you know, some other Burning Abyss in the grave, and then, you know, just chump again, you know, just wear you out until they draw their Regeki or Snatch Steel, or what are the random outs. And the Hyrule deck just can't play that way. Because, you know, you're steady banishing, you're trying to keep field presence and put the pressure on. but the extra deck is such that you got to use like 6 spots just dedicated to the dark matter combo, you know, leaving you with only 9 other spots. And then for the hieratic engine, you know, you need like 2 attune, a guide charger or 2, and then an M7. You gotta have the M7. You know, that's another 4 spots plus the 6. That's 10 right there, leaving you 5 spots. And you gotta run rank 7s. You know, I suggest that you run. You know, if you're running full hieratic, you know, you run a couple rank 5. You know, Vulcasaurus and Pleiades. You know, because Pleiades is the way to get monsters off the field, but still, look at I was playing. You know, I bounced it down there to try to push, but damn Seer was up under it, and it's just like, what do you do? I don't know. Well, I'm gonna keep trying, keep working at it, keep posting videos. I really want to work with plants. Volcanics and other stuff, you know, I just hate normal summon dot deck where you only have 1 play per turn, and that's why I always build these combo decks, because I like having options, and decks where you can only make 1 play per turn they're just not for me. So we'll see what I can do. Dedicate to end them out.